In this episode, I make these two storage shelves. I'm AJ, and you're watching Woodified. Here I'm selecting the lumber for the 2-foot by 8-foot long storage shelf. Super easy to build. I'm just cutting 4 pieces that are 21 inches in length, and then I'm using the full length of the 8-foot long 2x4. I put 2 on the end and then evenly spaced 2 in the middle. So you can see here I put 4 of these together. My shelves are spaced 18 inches apart, and the first one off the floor is also 18 inches. The top one, however, is only 12 inches from the shelf below it. I figured I'd put the heavier stuff or the smaller bins where you have to reach overhead on the top shelf. Here I'm just using up some scrap OSB that I had left over from another project. But if you were building this, super easy. Just cut a 1/2-inch sheet of OSB, MDF, or plywood in half, and you'd have 2 tops for your shelving unit. When I put the legs on, I made sure that the bottom of the bottom shelf was a full 18 inches off the floor. Having a tool belt for a project like this makes life much simpler, less bending over, less looking for your tools. You can always have them right on your hip. The problem I found with mine, because it's cheap department store one, is I actually ripped it during this project, so the poaches started coming off from the belt. But I made a video about how I fixed that. Super simple. Check out the link in the description. A useful tip: as you can see, I clamped 2 small pieces of 2x4 onto the back side of the shelf unit while I install the other 2 legs. Here again, I'm using clamps and blocks of wood to hold the next shelf in place while I pop some screws in it. The blocks and clamps worked really good on the first 3 shelves, but on the 4th shelf, which is the highest shelf, that technique didn't work. You can see here I'm installing the blocks and clamps first. However, I ran into a problem that I couldn't get the shelf up over top of the clamps like I could when the shelf was lower down. I just ran out of space. What I had to do is remove the blocks and clamps, have a little 2x4 to hold up one end of the shelf, put the clamps and blocks back in place, and then do the same for the other side. Then I was able to lower it down, but I couldn't do the clamps first. There will be a link in the description to the plans that I created. So if you want to build this 2-foot by 8-foot shelf unit, you can follow the plans. I also created a 4-foot by 6-foot long shelf. You can see here I'm building it. There will also be plans for the 4 by 6-foot shelf unit linked in the description. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe, and if you hit the bell notification, you won't miss a video. Thanks for watching.